Welcome to Tools of War, your 40K content headquarters.
Hey everybody, it's Aaron and Josh from the Cool Guys Nation. Welcome to our Wednesday night live event. We are going to start with our podcast in about 2 minutes. Right now we are just doing a audio check.
Check.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We gotta wait 2 minutes though.
We do. We technically have to wait 2 minutes.
So, pretty cool.
By the way, this is not Mini Wargaming. Mini Wargaming is being very kind, and they are hosting us tonight. So thank you so much, Mini Wargaming, helping us get some kick to our first live streams. If you are new, Cool Guys Nation is a YouTube page. We do battle reports, and why are you shuffling the papers all around?
Because I like to be normal.
We do battle reports, painting tutorials, all sorts of things related to the hobby.
We also flap our lips a lot.
We like to talk. This is our podcast. It's called Tools of War. You can find it on iTunes and Podbean, and we will be doing a live cast of this every Wednesday, typically around 7 o'clock on the Cool Guys Nation Twitch channel, which is what we're going to be doing tonight. So thank you so much for tuning in. What are we going to be talking about?
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Basically, we're going to talk about G-dubs.
G-dubs in general, that's true.
That's a big thing. And then we're going to talk a lot about what we're interested in about it. And I'm also going to bring up something quite dramatic because I honestly feel that way, and you guys will find out.
Yeah, he's got some dramatic news. He has some very, very dramatic news.
No joke. It's 7 o'clock.
At 7 o'clock.
Do you know?
I think it's 7 o'clock now.
Let's do it. I know. That's what I said. 7 o'clock.
All right. First of all, welcome to Tools of War, episode 11. We are in the Cool Guys Nation studio. It is the Shrine of Aquila. We're sitting here in the back. It's kind of hot today, though. I'm not sure why.
It's nice right where I'm at.
It's really good. You're under the vent. Ugh, I'm boiling over here. If you are new to us, check us out on YouTube. You can go ahead and subscribe, hit that like and bell button. Also, if you want to take your patronage to the next level, check out our Patreon. It's Patreon Cool Guys Nation. Pretty simple. Today, we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff. We're going to be talking some 40K.
Yep.
We're going to be talking some kill teams.
Yep.
We're going to be talking some Age of Sigmar.
That's correct.
And Titanicus.
The $5 billion
$500 million. After that, we are going to be live streaming some kill team today. We each made 2 lists.
That's right.
We might even bust out a third game if there's time. So that's going to be really fun. This podcast will end at about 7:45-ish. If you have questions or whatnot, feel free to leave them in the comments section. And then what time should we start kill teams?
I think that we should probably start at least 8:30.
8:30.
To give us, because we're going to have to set up.
Yep. We have a multi-camera setup, so if you've seen the show before, you'll know this. We actually have 3 cameras that we're going to be broadcasting today with.
Why not 4?
I don't know, Josh. Why not 4? Where's our 4th camera?
I forgot it.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm dumb. All right,
That's so
let's
sad.
going.
So we're definitely going to do that. Let's jump right into it. First of all, Titanicus, $290.
They've been, they plugged this a while ago. Yeah. And they talked about it, and everyone was juiced for it. I was juiced for it. And then they were like, yeah, it's $300. And I'm like, argh.
It's a lot of money.
Yes. It's a crazy large amount of money. So, I mean, apparently if you break down what's in it, it's not like way off the mark. But that is not where people are sitting at for a starter box. So, a little... I'm really hesitant about how popular this is going to be.
I don't know. Let's go over what's in the box at least. Okay, so first of all, we got the new White Dwarf, which has a Titanicus in it.
It does.
And because I am a direct subscriber of the White Dwarf, of course, I get it 3 months after it really comes out. So
sometimes it's only 2 months.
I got mine today. But this is what you get. Okay, you get 2 plastic Warlord Titans.
Yeah, and I heard that those are the same size as a Knight.
And they are the same size as a Knight. In the White Dwarf, you can see the base size.
Do they put it next to a Knight or anything for scale?
Well, they have like a battle report in the White Dwarf, and they have someone's hand touching it. It's definitely the size of a Knight.
Yeah.
And then the other models are smaller. So you get 2 of those.
Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. I'm going to interrupt. I saw the interview-ish video that Forge World GW put out for this, and it was the designer of the actual robots, and then one of the head rules guy for Forge World. I think it's like the special, whatever. They were really boring to listen to. I had to like fast forward. GW, get on this. Forge World, put some more life, some spice in what's going on. They were really boring.
we should be spicy. So you also get 6 Questor Knights, which gives each team 4 characters to play with.
Yes.
Okay, but here's the thing with the $290 price point.
Yeah.
In the White Dwarf, they're playing a game, and they sort of treat the game as like a question and answer thing. So they're talking to the developer and answering. It came up, how many models do you need to play the game? And he said, I believe, 4 to 5 models. Which essentially what he's saying is that once you buy the box, maybe you're buying 1 more knight.
Yeah. Well, they have other types of knights that are going to be out. So there's only the Warlord and the Baby Knights, but you've got like the Warhounds
but
and the...
I don't think they're anticipating the selling as many models. I think they're thinking people might buy 1 extra knight like in total, and that might fill out the army.
And
anyways,
they're pretty specific that this is not actually a starter box.
Right.
This is just a bundle box.
It's a bundle box.
It's
a
a
bundle
starter
box.
Come on.
So $290, you're getting again the 2 plastic Titans, which are the size of knights, the 6 Questoris Knights, which are smaller, a full unabridged rule book. I like that they pointed out that it was unabridged.
I don't even know what does abridged mean.
It'd be like a mini rule book, like those small ones that come out that don't have all the fluff.
Yeah.
So it'd be like truncated.
That's what I would want.
You want the truncated?
I thought. Remember
for the extra money, I want the full unabridged version.
When you were playing 7th edition, right, and they had the mini rule book and the big one, what one did you want?
The mini one for sure.
Boom!
But not at the $290
Just
price
make them
point.
2 separate little pamphlets.
Anyways, you also get your 8 command terminals, your 24 mission cards, your 20 dice, a ruler, your battlefield sets, and terrain. The terrain does look really cool.
Yeah, I saw that there was a train or something.
Yeah, there's some buildings and the board that they set up that they played the game on the White Dwarf looked really cool, I have to be honest.
Yeah.
The problem is it's not necessarily usable with the rest of your 40K stuff.
Did you see how it was played, by the way?
I read the battle report,
yeah,
but I did not understand how it was played. What I did think was cool is that you have like the data card.
Yeah.
And that data card tracks all the stuff. And according to the game maker, you will never put a token on the table. So your board will always look clean and fresh.
Well, in the interview, they basically said that it's going to be super crunchy with tons of tables and stuff like that. So this is not your Warhammer 40K 8th edition / kill team, easy to digest and use rules. These are made. It's going to be made for like the people that want to get into the nitty gritty. Like, oh, you hit my arm.
It feels like the old BattleTech sort of model where you have the data card, right? Where you have your heat sinks and you have your different areas of damage, and depending on what weapon you fire at what range, it seemed like that type of game.
And
it looks kind of cool.
Find a nice lake to sit in.
That's
my tip. If you're still playing that, get into a lake and just stand in a lake and just fire
with 9 PPGs.
Just lakes. You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah. BattleTech was at Gen Con. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, they set up those old BattleTech simulators.
Oh yeah, no,
like those super olds. Actually, Dave and I did that last summer, I guess.
They apparently have it at Navy Pier. Someone was saying they have it at Navy Pier.
I don't think that's true.
That's what I heard.
I want to go play some BattleTech.
I haven't done it yet.
Well, that's what you get for $290.
What a deal!
It seems expensive.
Yeah. Well, it definitely is expensive.
But I mean, we're gonna split it, right?
Totally. I don't know. Are we gonna get it? That's what I want to know.
Honestly, I don't know if we're gonna get it.
We haven't said that in a while, and I think we should talk about that.
Yeah.
Because it's like GW awesomeness overload.
Yeah.
Like AOS 2 just came out. Now Kill Teams is out. Titanicus is coming out. It's just like they're not like small like releases, not like a couple things for
it's a lot. It's a lot really quick.
Boom, boom, boom. Like, how are we even supposed to put our models together before something else comes out?
Well, clearly I can't.
No. Do you know someone who can?
You.
Yeah, I can.
You do that a lot. We'll get into that in the hobby time. So that's Titanicus. I think it's very interesting. I'm excited about the terrain.
The terrain.
Yeah.
The terrain is really cool, but what are we going to use it for?
No idea. Batman.
It's too big for Batman. Too small. Too small. I mean, if we played Drop Zone Commander or something,
We could use it yet. Or is it Drop Fleet? Is it Drop Zone or Drop Fleet?
Drop Zone is like on the planet. Drop Fleet is in space.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That is Titanicus.
4x4 board.
4x4 board. There is one thing that I actually am very excited about.
Yeah.
Your old templates
Yeah.
are usable again. Your Flamer template, your Large Blast, and your Small Blast template.
Unfortunately, if you are playing this game, you get the templates for free in the starter box.
Doesn't matter. I have so many custom cut, ridiculous colored templates that are just sitting in a drawer at home.
Yeah.
I get to go get all my cool templates, and I get to use them again if we buy the game.
Yeah. I think it's really cool. I think it's awesome.
Or I guess we could just use regular knight. You know what we could do?
We could
We could use knights and what's that? A disseminator.
a disseminator.
A decimator.
Disseminator.
Disseminator.
I disseminate the intelligence to all.
Shut up. A decimator. That's about the right size.
Yeah. Well, we could.
That'd be super cheesy.
Yeah. Or we could just see about finding.
Who's gonna be able to tell the difference?
What would be really funny is if we use the actual knights that we have, and then we like custom built our own Warlord Titans. Because we have all the knights.
We do, and the knight. Well, I'm saying we would use the knights as the Warlord Titans because they're the right
No,
size.
I'm saying we would just custom build because we only have to build two.
That's true. We only have to build two. Plotting and scheming.
Or we could just buy them for it's almost the same price.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I would much rather put $290 towards the actual Forge World Warlord Titan fund than
No.
put it into this box.
No, I would
not?
rather have this.
Really?
Yeah,
You don't
I
want
actually
Warlord?
like the fact that it's on a 4x4. The models look really cool, but they look really fiddly. It's just cool.
Okay.
I don't know.
I want a real Warlord.
But I will say that my excitement has been greatly reduced by I'm not into crunchy rules anymore. I used to love crunchy rules, like the really in-depth, like all that stuff. I used to love it. Now I just want to play and go and like have a fun game.
I mean,
I think it's not. A
the
game
magazine
that you
did
do all
not
the time.
make it sound like it was going to be super, super crazy rule. In fact, they made a lot of effort in pointing out that you should be familiar with a lot of the weaponry.
If you played second edition, or if you played the old Titanicus / Epic.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyways,
So that's coming out. Not sure if we're going to pick it up. It's exciting.
yeah.
Next up, we have our Age of Sigmar review. We've been playing Age of Sigmar now, the new edition, for a couple weeks, about a month, I guess. Month-ish. Yeah, we've played 3 or 4 games. What are your thoughts on Age of Sigmar 2.0?
I like it. I don't hate it. I find that a lot of power levels have swapped around and kind of changed what's good, what's bad. I think that some of the command point stuff is pretty brutal. Like you can do some really strong stuff. I feel like the games are going to go faster because the game is more brutal. I mean, like first turn charges are going to be like all the time in this game now. And then magic, you can just wipe somebody out. Shooting can just destroy people. I think that it's going to be more intense, which I like. So
Right.
I'm excited about it. I think that you are going to get gotcha'd.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't know,
I think there's a
what the
lot of
heck's
gotchas
going on,
coming up.
you're going to get gotcha'd. You're going to be like, what? You're like, oh, by the way, my Stormcast army has Gabriel Seth in it. Or, no, not Gabriel Seth. That's a flesh terror or whatever. Anyways, he's the guy that has a command ability that says, use during the charge phase, pay 1 command point, all models within blah, blah, blah of him get +3 to their charge rolls. And he's just like, command point, command point, command point. It's an automatic charge.
Yeah.
And with my entire army in your face that I'm dropping. And, like, if you didn't know that could happen, you're going to be dead. You're
And
just
upset.
gonna lose that
You're going to
game.
be dead and upset.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think there's a lot of stuff like that, which makes me happy because I like finding it and I like using it and I like abusing it. But I don't like it when it happens to me. So it makes me a little bit sad for that as well. Definitely going to have a lot of conversations for non-competitive play. Overall, I've really liked the system so far.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've been a fan of Age of Sigmar since it came out. I actually was not a big fan of them really adding points. I liked the loosey-goosey, but I understand why they had
You
to
were the
do
only
that.
human
I know I was the only human in the entire world who liked it.
Yeah.
I know.
Literally no
The
one
entire
else liked
rest of the world. I know, I understand. But what I'm saying is I liked it because I liked the rules that they came out with it. You know what I mean?
Do you like the goofy ones? Like, you can never kneel during this game or you lose.
No, I mean those are just silly. Like those are just silly fun rules.
You must buy me a drink.
I think there was
as
one
a
about
bribe.
beards, and you would be winning the beard one for
there's-
Empire.
For sure.
I mean, I liked the general core rule set, and so I wasn't put off by there being no points. I figured
Sure.
that they would address the point issue later or get addressed in tournaments, but it didn't make me hate it. So the new rules, I think they made some really good changes. I actually thought that they were going to do more with the shooting in and out of combat, and I don't like that they did not limit shooting into combat. I think that they should have done both, that you can't shoot out and you can't shoot in.
I feel like that would be too strong if you couldn't shoot it. In Age of Sigmar.
Why?
Not in 40k, it's not a big deal. In Age of Sigmar, it can be real rough.
Why?
If I take a 20-man unit of Secretors and get it in combat with like 4 things, and those 4 things aren't your shooters, they're going to squash whatever they hit, and you can't shoot them, it's going to be bad. I don't know. I think that melee is really strong in this game, but shooting has to be just as strong.
Yeah, no, I understand your point. I don't think that it should be so binary of you can or you can't. I just think there should be some sort of penalty, some way to accidentally hit another unit.
But that's complicated.
I know,
means
it's
they're trying to-
complicated, I know.
You just said you like the original
I know.
AOS rules, and those are the least.
Well, then I
complicated
think they
rules.
shouldn't have messed with the shooting in and out of combat. I think that they should have left it alone then. I don't like that they chopped it on one side and did nothing on the other side.
Yeah.
I don't
Sorry
like how
for
it
you.
feels.
I do like the rules.
Okay.
But
But we are also playing a Path to Glory campaign.
We are.
And we have 2 episodes up. I am playing Caradron Overlords.
And I am playing Night Haunts.
Yes, the new Night Haunts.
If you guys watch our last game, you will see some epic charge rolls.
What a game that was. What a game that was. We did find out something interesting for anybody who is going to be playing Path to Glory. Some of the older codexes do not have the same Path to Glory rules as the newer codexes, so you do have to get the Path to Glory campaign book in order to supplement some of the older codexes.
like
so you're
pure-
rolling on the same tables. And so what wound up happening is I made my list using the old rules. I had a really amazing roll where I got to take a giant, ironclad frigate, which is the best possible thing that I could get, but I had to roll a 6 and spend a bunch of points to do it. And then we were looking at Josh's rules, and he had to give up points and do all
up
these
rolls
things
and
and
stuff,
give
yeah.
up rolls. And we're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. So when I went back and got the update, essentially my entire army changed
Right.
because I had to drop that unit, and I wasn't actually allowed to replace it. So if you're going to play Path to Glory, Age of Sigmar, which I strongly recommend you do because it's super fun, it's small games, it's very easy to get into Age of Sigmar and learn the rules doing that way, do make sure that you get the supplement so you and your buddies are on the same page.
I agree.
And if you want to follow us on our Path to Glory campaign, episode 1 and 2 is up at coolguysnation.com or Cool Guys Nation YouTube, so check that out. How are you liking the new models? You've painted a lot of them.
I love the new models. I think they're awesome. I think everything they've put out this year is just insanely good. Starting with the Daughters of Cain, and then the Iden of Deepkin, and then the Night Haunts and Stormcast. I think they're all great.
So what are you working on right now? You're working on 3 armies for Age of Sigmar, right? You're working on Night Haunts. Are you done with Night Haunts?
Well, we still have some Night Haunts to paint.
Okay, that's true.
They need to get based.
Yep.
I still have Stormcast to paint.
How do you still have Stormcast to paint?
I still have to build the starter Soul Wars box again. Because I've got 4 of them now.
How many have you painted now?
I don't know.
300? 300? He went from 0.
I
So
have
we do the
40
Path to Glory campaign. We specifically pick Caradron Overlord so we don't have to paint both Night Haunts and New Stormcast. And then by the time the first episode goes up, Josh is like, I painted both armies. Which is pretty awesome.
So I have 42 Secretors
Okay.
that I have 8 unpainted right now. So I have 30 something painted at this point. Yeah. So I just have a lot. I mean, I've got 3 Soul Wars boxes, not 4. I think I've got 3. I'm holding up a 4, so I've only got 3. But then my buddy Dan got me some additional Sequitors, so I got 16 more Sequitors off of him, which means that I have 42 Sequitors.
42 Sequitors.
Yeah, I actually want to run 2 units of 20 of them if I can, because I think that would just be hilarious.
By the way, this is just a reminder. Dave asked me to remind people every now and again. You might be watching this on Mini Wargaming's Twitch. Mini Wargaming is it's called hosting. This is Cool Guys Nation, and if you are watching it on Mini Wargaming, they are just being very kind to help give us some boost. I believe it might also be hosted on Wargamer Girl, so you could be seeing it there. But you are watching Cool Guys Nation. Dave from Mini Wargaming. Bless you, Dave. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you so much for helping us grow our baby live stream.
Why don't we take this opportunity to talk a little bit about something you and Dave have coming up in a couple weeks?
How about that?
How about it?
So after 2 years of work, Dave and I have finally completed the Rangers movie. We started filming, started discussing it like more than 2 Octobers ago, filmed it 2 summers ago, have been editing it for a year.
Yeah.
It is finally complete. As of like 3 weeks ago, it's complete. It's done. We did the Kickstarter. Thank you to all of our Kickstarter backers. And the first showings are happening this August. You can go to therangersmovie.com to find out where it is. The first 2 showings are going to be in Welland, Canada. They are coming up on the 24th?
24th, I think.
24th. So you can get tickets for that at the door. And then there's going to be an additional showing in Chicago at Dragonfall, which is going to be $5 or $6. And he's going to be putting that up on the website. So it's dragonfall.com. You can check that out. And there's probably going to be some other showings. And of course, it'll be available for digital download at miniwargaming.com, which is really exciting. And I actually have not seen the completed movie.
Yeah?
I
know you've seen a lot of it.
I mean, I've seen edited scenes.
Right.
I saw some rough cut stuff from when we first hired the editor to get a feeling for how he was going to edit it. I've seen some color corrected scenes. I have not heard any adjusted audio. And I have not seen the entire movie in its entirety. On top of that, Wargamer Girl's short film, which was shot at Valhalla 2 years ago.
I saw that one.
Is also going to be shown as well. So if you are a Wargamer Girl fan, her short movie is going to be showing as well. And it will be included in the digital download and the DVD, which is very exciting.
So we've got the Rangers movie.
Yep.
We're streaming on Mini Wargaming. You might be seeing us here.
Yep.
And we just talked about something that happened at Valhalla. Are there any spots at Valhalla still?
I do believe that there are still spots at Valhalla. If you don't know what Valhalla is a wargaming retreat hosted by Wargamer Girl. It is near Salt Lake, up in a cabin in the mountains. The Kickstarter is complete. Normally you go to Kickstarter, look up Valhalla in the Fall. You can check it out. About 50 people rent a giant cabin. We all show up and we play games. Now, Mini Wargamer Girl does sell day passes, meaning if you can find yourself a place to stay, and there are cabins and hotels nearby, then you can buy a day pass that will get you access for Valhalla. That is happening September 30th through October 5th.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's coming up. And our entire live stream setup is coming with us. So all of the YouTubers who are going to be there, like Codex Dan and Wargamer Girl and ourselves, and if somebody from Mini Wargaming shows up, we'll be able to live stream. Hopefully, if we can get good enough internet, we'll try live stream different games, because people bring, it's not just 40K, it's all sorts of games.
I mean,
Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder.
What's that board game that they played for 10 years?
Oh, the one with all the zombies.
No.
Mordheim?
No, it was that Cthulhu one.
Oh, there's a bunch of those Cthulhu ones.
Yeah, well,
there's like 4 or 5. There's Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 Cthulhus. Well, they bring tons of board games and food. It's really fun.
40 people around the table playing at this last year.
Yeah, so it is a great time. You can check out miniwargaming.com to see videos from Valhalla. They did a really fun Who Would Win sort of series last year. And you can check out Wargamer Girl's YouTube page for stuff of Valhalla. And then, of course, Cool Guys Nation has a Valhalla like time lapse where I just film a little bit every day and then put up like a 3 or 4 minute video of what's going on. And you can actually see, I believe, the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Of Valhalla.
Additionally, if you are interested in those day passes and like, how am I going to find out about that? I bet if you contacted the Kickstarter that
I'm pretty sure if you go to Kickstarter.com, look up Valhalla in the Fall 2018, pretty sure you can send a message. And then she also has a website, which is valhallainthefall.com.
Right. Oh yeah, it's got a message board and everything.
Yeah, it has a message board and everything.
There's people from all over the world, Australia, Canada,
it's amazing.
Europe.
It's an incredible event. I can't wait. And I beat Dave in water basketball. Dave, if you're watching, I beat you. Remember that. Of course.
I remember I did really bad at that.
So, what else do we have going on?
That was a really long segue that we just had.
It was a really long segue. We are also going to be at Nova.
Yeah.
And Chris and I are hosting the 40K narrative campaign, which starts on Thursday, ends on Sunday. And I'm bringing the live stream set up for that. So you'll be able to check out that at Nova. And I will also be at Nova. If any of you are going to be at Nova, it'll be super fun. Don't have a booth, not playing in any other games, just helping Chris to set up and run his big event. I'm very excited for it. I've never been to Nova before. I have been to DC, so that's going to be really exciting. Cool Guys Nation at Nova, Dragon in the Fall, and the Rangers movie.
Dragon in the Fall.
Dragonfall.
Dragon in the Fall! Okay, we got other stuff. Let's talk about the main topic. Wait, let's do our hobby first. I feel like that's a better
Here's my hobby. I've been learning how to use Twitch and editing videos. Done.
Yeah, you really haven't.
I haven't done anything.
I've done a lot.
I have a box of terrain to build that's still sitting on my kitchen table.
So we're going to be doing a narrative kill team campaign. And I painted my NIDS for it.
Yes.
That's what one part is. And then I painted a whole metric garbage ton of Stormcasts. Put the tutorial up. And then I also am still working on my Deepkin.
I'm so excited for your Deepkin.
I know.
He's not even working on them in the studio. So like outside the studio we have like a painting section, which is normally where he does all his work. So I can like go over there and check on things and move his stuff around and steal his paint. There is not a single Deepkin anywhere inside of this CGN facility.
Nope.
I don't know where he's working on them, but he will not let me see them.
No. And they're going to be fully completed once we get the Studio 1.5 set up. Additionally, I think that's all that I've really...
I mean, it's a lot, though.
Yeah.
Definitely check out the Night Haunt painting tutorial and the Stormcast tutorial. We are focusing on looks good, quick to do.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do the tutorial for the NIDS, too.
Yeah.
They're super fast. I painted the entire lot in an afternoon.
So if you're looking for a decent paint scheme that's going to look nice on the table but isn't going to take forever and ever and ever, check out our painting tutorials. We're trying to fill that niche.
Not Golden Demon.
Not Golden Demon. You're not winning Golden Demon. However, you can use these techniques as the base for building up to an even better looking model.
Sure.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's really exciting. So are you going to do one? Are you doing a video for the Tyranids?
I am. I figured that I would do a video for them, once I kind of get settled in after this month.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think look for that probably in September.
It feels like so far away, but it's really not.
It's not. This is a busy
All right,
month.
here's the big topic.
Main topic.
We're going to take out the show. We got 15 minutes left. What are we going to talk about?
40K is dead to me.
I can't believe you're saying that. Are you serious?
I'm serious. Kill Team, listen. Kill Team is everything I want out of 40K without the time investment, without the space investment,
right?
Without the money investment. Yeah, those are the big three. So
space, time, and money.
You can play this on a nightstand. If you wanted
that's what I always wanted out of my miniature games. I've always wanted to be like, where would be a really good place to play my miniature games? On my nightstand.
Or like when you were at your grandparents' house when you were little and they had TV trays.
Sure, I still use TV trays.
Oh, okay. So
you don't use TV trays anymore?
No one has TV trays.
What do you mean nobody has TV
Nobody has
trays?
TV
I have
trays.
2 sets of TV trays. I have
That's
my old.
sets, 2 minutes.
Each one has 4. I have my old set, which is down to
to buy a
3.
new set.
Well, no, there's an old set which is all like roughed up that I keep in the garage
Yeah.
for using like outside. And then there's my nice set which is in the basement.
A nice TV table.
Yeah,
You
a
realize
nice
that those are just so you can eat food while you're watching
No, but
TV.
they have like a nice stain on it. They unfold super
They look
easy.
fancy as you're being sloth-like. All right. Anyways, for reals, it's got the gameplay is awesome. I like the terrain rules because they're nice and simple. Games are quick. The rules are intuitive. The gameplay is more back and forth than it is in 40K, which I like better. So you have a lot more interaction during every turn. You feel that your command points are useful. Every model's good on the board.
I don't know if I agree with every model being good on the board.
Every model.
Listen, so we have a game up, and you can go watch it. And I am going to spoil it because I'm going to talk about this game. So I won the game by 1 point. And my MVP, my sniper, and I had a very long conversation after the game because he was not doing well, and so I was considering pulling him out of the list. But he came up to me and he was like, I appreciate I'm only a scout, and I appreciate that I didn't do so good this game, but you have to remember something. I technically won the game for you. And I was like, how did you do that? He was like, I shot that guy in the tower. I didn't wound him, but he fell out of the tower, and that's when the sergeant was able to charge and cut his head off. And
I
get your one
think
victory
you're
point.
ridiculous. The scout sniper is like the best model you have in your entire army.
He did nothing.
No, I would
did
just
nothing.
take it with missile launchers. Take a bunch of scout
You
snipers with missiles.
You can't put missiles on the scouts.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Let's take a look.
You might be able to put it on.
This is pretty meta.
I don't think you can take missile launchers on the scout.
All right.
That would be crazy if you could.
Let's find because normally you can.
Yeah, in 40K you can, but it's like you can't take power swords on your TAC Marines
While I'm looking this up,
or chain swords.
regale people with your experience of this.
So I enjoyed the game very much. I did think that it was very fast paced. I thought it was fun. I did not think the rules were as intuitive as Josh found them to be. It in no way is replacing 40K for me. As far as I'm concerned, this is another flavor of the month. I know that it'll be at tournaments. I know it'll be fun to play. It'll be lots of fun to pick up games all the time.
100 people at Nova already signed up for it.
Yeah, but it just came out. That doesn't count.
All right. By the way,
Yes.
a scout may replace his bolt gun and sniper, for a sniper rifle and a camo cloak. Also, a scout gunner may replace that for a heavy bolter or a missile launcher or a sniper rifle and camo cloak. So
Right,
you
so
can,
the scout gunner, not the sniper.
Yes, well, you can take 2 of those with missile launchers, and then you can take 1 with a sniper rifle and camo cloak, or you can take multiple with sniper rifle and camo cloaks.
Can you put camo cloaks on the missile launcher? I don't think so.
A scout gunner with a missile launcher may take a camo cloak.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you're just like, I've got all sniper cloaks, and they all have missile launchers, and...
I need to go. I'll be right back. I need to go
rifles.
make a new list.
Wrong! I told you about that, and now you can't use it until you feel the pain of my list.
Well, I'm sure my list will be just fine. Everything's going to be okay. I don't know what to say. Like, how can you think that Kill Teams is going to replace 40K? Like, honestly, how can you say that?
Because it's everything I want in 40K without...
But you like little skirmish games. And
I
you
do like
get super
skirmish
into
games.
them, and then 6 months later, 8 months later, where are they?
What are you talking about?
Where's your skirmish games?
I still play my skirmish games.
Sure. When's the last time you played Arena Rex?
At
At Adepticon. When's the last time you played Batman?
Like 2 weeks ago.
At the last thing for finishing the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
When's the last time you played 40K?
When's the last time you played
When's the
Guild
last time I
Ball?
played 40K?
When'd you play Guild Ball?
A long time ago.
Yeah, exactly. Because these little games come and they go. They're flavors. They're like, have some banana, have some cherry, have some peanut. And then you go back to 40K, which is your chocolate, because chocolate is the best.
I don't think so. Like, literally, I see no point in playing regular 40K with the kill teams.
I can't. They're not even comparable. They're not even comparable.
I'm not putting this hate out here. Okay, there are a couple of companies that are putting out these kind of mats for Kill Team.
Right.
Do you know how much a 22 or 21 by 30 mat is on by these companies?
I don't know.
All right, how much was this one?
They're like $100, aren't they? 150?
I definitely don't think that they're that much.
I don't know. $80.
Maybe $80. And how many inches are these?
4x6.
How many kill teams do you think you could cut out of this if we just took some scissors and made some cuts?
4.
4.
Yeah, at least 4.
At least 4. The Kill Team 21 or 22 by 30s are being sold for $55.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I said as well. Because I would be just like, I would just buy a regular one and cut it up. And
What does that have to do
people.
with Kill Teams replacing 40K? Are you saying that you're going to cut up all our 40K mats? Is that what you're telling me?
I didn't say that.
I'm not. You're not cutting up my mats. It's not happening. You're not cutting up the mats for Kill Teams. What I'm saying is, listen. Kill Teams in the past has been something that you play with your friends at lunchtime because you don't have enough time. It's something that you play when you want to get some 40K in and you need that hit of your 40K love, or you don't want to do the whole 2,000 point thing at a tournament, so you play a Kill Teams. I definitely played Kill Teams at tournaments because it is much more relaxing, right? Much less stress. I agree with all of that.
Yes.
But in no way, shape, form, or fashion will Kill Teams ever be Warhammer 40K. I will never wake up in the morning with the smell of Kill Teams on my breath. Never happen. 40K every day.
Let's go ahead and just remember this moment so we can savor it, that it's literally on camera, because I disagree completely. The only things that Kill Team doesn't have are models that start to make the game unequal and tilted to one side.
But aren't they about to release all that?
No, they're probably just going to release the other factions like Sisters of Battle, because the Sisters are supposed to be coming out soon.
I know, that's really exciting. Super excited for Sisters.
So I really think that you're going to see a lot of people go to Kill Team because people, like, games in general are going more towards skirmish.
I don't agree with you. There's always been skirmish variants in the gaming store since I've been going to gaming stores. There's always a skirmish game, and there are always skirmish game people, and there are always these ancillary games that are in constant rotation that are fun to play, and people get really jazzed, and they talked about how they're, the Warhammer 40K killer or whatever is popular at that time, and then they never are. Ever.
Let me be straight. I don't think that 40K won't be played anymore. I think that you will see that this will take the place of pickup games when you're going to go up to the game store. When you're going to go to a tournament on the weekends, you've got a one-day tournament you're going to choose Kill Teams because you can do a 6-round full tournament in one day. Lickety-split.
Yeah, but you can't bring your knights, and you can't bring your cool tanks, and you
mean
can't
the stuff that's hard
you
to carry?
can't even bring a Space Marine with a chainsword.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
I bet Deathwatch can take it.
Deathwatch, of course, can take it, so they can have whatever weapons they
See,
want on
so-
everything. But you can't take your normal space the Space Tac Marine, at least on Army Builder or whatever program we use now, Battle Scribe, had no options to put anything on a regular Space Marine. I was like, all I want is one Space Marine with a chainsword, and it said no.
Keep talking.
See if it's right. See if
Well,
Battle Scribe is right.
Because I don't think they are.
And you can only take one sergeant, which I get. Like, they're supposed to be small. I'm having a lot of fun. We are playing Kill Teams tonight. I'm into Kill Teams. Tonight, I'm going to be playing Space Marines. I have, I believe, 98 points of Space Marines with 5 or 6 models. I kind of wish...
The sergeant can take a chainsword.
I know, only the sergeant, but you can only have one sergeant.
In any game, you can only take... Unless they're a dedicated assault unit for 40K, they can't take chainswords anyways.
I know. I want a chainsword.
You can.
It's
you
not
can take
a
one.
sergeant. I'm just saying. There's not a lot of flexibility in it. And then I'm also playing Grey Knights. What are you playing tonight?
You're playing Grey Knights and Space Marines?
Grey Knights and
I'm playing
Ultramarines.
Harley Quinns and Necrons. Do you know what both of those armies do? So I know Grey Knights has... You re-roll nerve tests.
Right.
You ignore flesh wounds.
Yep.
And then you can have a psyker. They're all psyker. You just pick one of them
Correct.
to shoot mind bullets.
Yes.
Which is really strong.
And I get the psi weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
And they're good close combat units. They
Yeah.
are good.
how many points are those things?
They're expensive. I think like 16 to 20 depending on which one it is. The Justicar might start at like 18.
So the Harley Quinns ignore terrain when they're moving.
That's cool.
And they charge 3d6.
Woo!
And they can charge up to 18 inches away.
I do really like that in the movement phase you choose to charge.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot. I think that actually might put the game in favor of close combat.
Yeah. Well, it's really strong because if you've readied something and you get into combat with it, then you just wasted both your move and your shooting.
Right.
And then I also got Necrons. You know what Necrons got?
I don't.
So you know what? A flesh wound, if you roll 1, 2, or 3, you're okay.
Right.
And then a 4, 5, 6, you're out.
Right.
Necrons, if you roll an unmodified 6, they remove all of their flesh wounds and heal a wound.
So 1, 2, 3, you're out.
No, 1, 2, 3, you're okay.
1, 2, 3, you're okay. 4, 5, you're out. 6, superpower.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. So it's essentially 1 through 4, you're okay.
Reanimation protocols.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's
Kinda
just
cool.
that's a 1/6 change.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That's better than a 5-up reanimation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's really cool that it removes
What's their
all
armor?
of their flesh
3?
wounds.
3 armor?
Well, 3 or 4 is depending on what you're taking.
Okay.
Because warriors are
How
fours.
expensive are they?
I do not remember. I think they're like 14 points for the big guys, 12 points for the Necrons.
Okay, so a normal attack marine is 12.
So it's the same as what 12 points is for a Necron warrior is the same price.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's very exciting. Well, we are going to be playing some kill teams, and we are getting to that point where we're at the end of the show. We are going to be setting up the board just to give you a really quick taste.
Taste the taste.
We do have a multiple camera setup. So today what we're going to have is we're going to have a top-down camera for our kill team. Plus we're going to have our full room camera. And we are going to have a camera on our dice. And normally we have a fourth camera that we get to put...
But Aron screwed up.
Really? Aron. I'll take responsibility for it. So today we have a 3-camera setup. We are going to be playing at least 2 games starting at about 8:30. And then if we have time for a third game, maybe we'll switch the list or something and we'll play another game of kill teams. I'm very excited for it. Please note that this is like our literally 3rd, 4th, and maybe 5th game.
Yeah.
So there are still some rules. By the way, thank you everybody who pointed out the rules on our last video. We will remember that a 6 always hits.
Yep.
And we will remember
that Space Marines reroll their leadership.
right, that Space Marines reroll their nerve.
And I found out that when you charge and fail, you still can move as long as you move that much farther towards that enemy.
So if you have a 10-inch charge
and you
and you roll a 6,
you move
you still move 6.
You can move up to 6. Yeah, I don't believe you have to do the whole thing.
Okay, very good. Very good, very good. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
One other thing.
Oh, yeah. What?
Leadership on a shaken thing on a 1 always is a success.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A 1 is always a success.
Yes.
Is
Just
a
like a
1
6
is
is
1
always a
always a miss too? Is
Yeah,
1
I'm
always
sure
a miss
1
and
is always a miss.
and a
I don't
6 is
think
always a
there's-
hit?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We'll try to get other rules wrong instead of getting those rules wrong.
Yeah, we'll make more different mistakes.
Different but new.
Different but better.
Different but better. So
40K is dead. Long live kill teams.
please. Until next time, this has been Aaron and Josh from the Cool Guys Nation. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tools of War Episode 11 live stream from the Shrine of Aquila studio. If you want to check us out on YouTube, it is Cool Guys Nation YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and bell button. If you want to check out or subscribe to the podcast, if you're not watching it live, go ahead and do so on iTunes or Podbean. And if you want to take your patronage to the next level, check us out on Patreon, Cool Guys Nation. That's patreon.com/Cool Guys Nation. Once again, thank you so much, Mini Wargaming, for hosting our live stream tonight. It is super duper excellent. As well, thank you to Wargamer Girl for hosting as well. I believe you did that too. And we will be back in approximately 45 minutes once we get the table and the studio all reset.
Synchronize watches.
Synchronize our watches. My watch died.
You can't do it, you fail!
For some kill teams, we're going to have so much fun tonight.
Welcome to Tools of War, your 40K content headquarters.